now I have the new chat box thing. It's up here in the corner somewhere, should be. So hopefully I'll be able to a little bit more easily monitor both chats, because I am streaming on both services.
No, the egg's hatched. My master's gonna kill me.
What?
Come on, get in the bag, little one.
What? Okay, apparently there's like a bunch of different events, so that's a new thing. Collect a slug wrangler. Gonna be honest, slug wrangling sounds like something I do when I'm not streaming. But oh, yep, there's another neonate. Okay, so there's just a bunch of chlor slugs vibing around, as well as, oh yeah, the purity in the academy, I think it's called. Okay, we're gonna get slug wrangler. Okay, let's figure out this event. Come here. My God. Oh, good grief. You gotta get, oh, that's okay, so you gotta hit him with the old slug wrangler. And it's okay, so here's how you do this part of the incubation miscalculation. You go to the back, right? You go back here. There's a couple of little boxes, or little blue glue boxes. We'll see them in a second. We're gonna go back in that room. I think they're in here. Yeah, so you right click on that, you can see the eggs are out, and you see chlor slugs just zooming all over creation here. You hit them with that because they're real fast. That one ain't, but yeah, you'll see them. You're gonna start zooming, big zoomy, and luckily they don't. Oh crap! Oh, a little bit buggy. So sometimes they'll like disappear for some reason, right? But as long as you do that, you'll be good to go. So right, so as long as you click on their initial position, you'll be able to rope them into your spot where you want to interact with them. Otherwise, you'll find some that are clustered up, looks like here, that aren't running around so much, so it's actually a reasonably quick event. And there we go, and we'll figure out what the next stage is as soon as we kill the last. We just need 4 more. We need 4 more, so it's a total of 20 we're looking for. Let's see if we can learn any more about this. Not really. That's what you see is what you get. Which I appreciate them having just something that's real simple and not super involved, but it's not like heroics. Heroics are, I prefer heroics to this, to be honest. But heroics are daily. These appear to be pretty much
I think we got them all.
Okay,
You
and that
saved
was
my
it.
life, literally.
Okay, we got some XP, we got some credits. I'm not sure if these are available to free players. I'd have to look. Maybe I'll use that free account that I've been talking about making for months now.
Come here, child.
But yeah,
Do
that's how
you
you do it.
intend to explore the academy?
Now,
To know the world that gave birth to the Sith? You should linger here a while. I am Overseer Ragate, a keeper of the old ways.
all right. So
I
this
sense
is.
you have potential, and I can help you if you
Oh my
like.
God, she just likes to talk, doesn't she? All right. Kept wanting to intro what we're doing here. So this is a pretty cool, like Sith Academy quest, and it's got some interesting foresight into your own storyline. I'm not sure if you can do this as a non-Force using character. It'd be kind of weird if you could, but it is an exploration quest, so if you're able to get to Korriban, you should be able to do this quest. So Overseer Raggett has an old Sith ritual. She's a kind of like a seer, and we're gonna go through. So
I hope you plan
about
to
how it's done.
elaborate.
You have power and strength in the Force, but you must be tested beyond the trials your masters have set for you. I administer the rite of blood and bone, a ritual performed beyond this doorway. It is a rite acolytes have participated in for 10,000 years.
yeah, and it's like I really like the writing here. It's very evocative. It gives you like this sense of like this is, well, it does what it says it does, right? It gives you a sense of, hey, this is an ancient thing, and it's like it's a real thing you can connect with.
Blood and bone, huh?
But of course, I'm
Sounds
unhinged.
right up my alley.
Yes.
It pleases you. Then I too am pleased. In the chambers, past the gateway, there is a colony of Shyraks, my leather-winged, razor-taloned children and their brood. They guard a mountain of skulls, an altar to the Academy's failures. You must reach the bones before proceeding.
That's right. Shyraks, not to be mistaken for Hyrax, adorable fuzzy potato vampire creatures from Africa and the Middle East. All right, so we have to go in. Now, this used to be much more difficult. And I'm going to see, and we're actually going to test a setting along the way.
You promised a rite of blood and bone. Where's the blood?
Clever, cruel child.
But it's still pretty hard.
I have your
like,
answer.
it's relatively
You must
challenging.
claim a skull from the mountain and return to the antechamber. Soak the skull in the blood pool and come to me. Once bone has turned red, I will look and see your nature written in crimson stains. And possibly a glimpse of your future.
So beautifully described. Like, once bone has turned red, I will look and see your nature written in crimson stains. That's really cool.
I'll admit
I
that
just love
does
the way
sound
that's written.
intriguing.
To complete the rite is to accept one's death, to steal one's own
There are so many
mortality
beautiful
and
moments in
drown
this
it
game,
in the
just
fluid of life.
Beautifully written
That is the
moments.
symbolic purpose. But it is also a trial of power, as are all Sith trials, a trial to test strength and to grant it. I will await you here. If you die, I will forget you.
Alrighty, so that's a weird bug from the Slug Rambler or Wrangler quest. I still have the little thing to do it. So what I wanted to do real quick is if you go to mission difficulty preferences, I believe that just affects things. So we're going to pick it up to veteran. So here's a little side note, little side tip here for you. Click on that. I'm going to translate SWTORs for you. Story means absolute single player. You can just roll through it. If you go into an instance, you're going to be able to do it without really thinking too hard about it. Veteran is the default difficulty. Generally speaking, it's pretty close to how the game released. And then Master is going to be an enhanced difficulty that you're going to be tested on it. Now, what I'm testing here, along with showing you guys this really dope quest, is, does this feel like it used to? Does this feel like the original quest difficulty from when I played when this game came out? And the answer is, so far, not quite. But then again, I'm also level 10, and it used to be much more difficult to level up in Star Wars The Old Republic. Like, significantly more difficult. Even as a subscribed player. I'm gonna bait you. We're gonna come over here. Okay, see, this is a little, but, you know, I'm also far more squishy right now. We're going to use Seethe. Don't forget, if you're not in combat, you don't have to use your healing abilities. You can just use stuff like, it's Seethe for Inquisitors, it's, I think, Brood or something like that for... no, it's Channel Hatred for Warriors, and then, of course, the other classes have their own sort of flavor value for that. But it basically does almost the same thing. It just heals you passively, well, actively, I suppose, over the course of about 30 seconds. I think it's 30 seconds? 15 seconds. My bad. Lightning strike, and there we go. Complete. Oh, I hadn't done that one? Oh, I bet you that's why. Okay, that's part of Conquest. I'm like, that's... Surely I've done that achievement by now. This is my main... Like, main account, main server, main legacy. You'd think I'd already done it. And now we take the bone. Little skull. Put it in there. Okay. And there you have it. Now you've got the Blood Fiend. And the Blood Fiend is not real happy about being woken from his slumber. So we gotta put him back to bed. Unfortunately, he doesn't care for lullabies. He mostly prefers getting lightninged in the face. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use all our neat lightning abilities that we've got for the Sith Inquisitor here. Obviously, it doesn't have to be lightning. It can be whatever. But there you go. And you get gloves. That's one thing, one of the reasons I really recommend, by the way, doing the bonus quests and stuff on a lot of planets, is you get better gear as you go along, and you can kind of complete the sets, which is awesome. You know, even if you're, you know, like it's a good way to get ahead, I guess, on your gear level and to kind of keep up, because if you're just using mods, like modified bits, you can fall behind if you're not really on it. Right.
I heard the screams of the Shirax and the rippling of the blood pool. I heard the sounds of death. I know you brought the red stained skull, and I must say, I am pleased.
All right.
It was actually quite simple.
Pretty straightforward.
Then you have a darker heart than most. The skull you carry, your rage, your actions drowned it with the dark side. It is part of you. I can read it. I can offer a small gift, but more than that, I can offer a glimpse of your destiny. There's much I can read in the bones.
Who am I to turn down free advice?
Very well. Listen carefully. When your final trial comes, beware the Shadow Killer. It can be bound, but never controlled.
Excellent. All right, and so this little bit here is different, I know, for the Inquisitor and the Warrior. I'd presume that it is different for the Agent and the Bounty Hunter as well, if you were to come here and do that with those, but I haven't tried it. Fair warning, don't hold me to that. Maybe I will on stream another night, because I do have characters in those classes as well. But yeah, it gives you a little insight. If you're clever, you can kind of figure out what she's talking about roughly as it happens. So
Is that all there is?
That is all I see for certain. I can say no more. Prize what you have accomplished here. You are part of a tradition almost as old as Korriban itself, and you have done well. Goodbye now, young Sith. This lesson is complete.
All right, but yeah, I really enjoy this quest. I hope you enjoy watching me do it. I hope my kind of overview of it is helpful, or at least entertaining. And let's go ahead and move on to the next little thing. I really do love seeing so many people run around. Even, I mean, it's the middle of the night and there's just a ton of people on Korriban right now. All right, so let's talk to Lord Aberon. This is going to be another really cool quest, the Purity in the Academy. One of my favorites. Definitely.
So, yet another acolyte stands in the shadow of our academy. You must consider yourself privileged. Tell me, you who would be Sith, have you seen much of our civilization so far? Have you been awed by this world's power and glory?
I'm only a student here. It's not my place to judge.
No, it is mine. Korriban was wrought by the true-blooded Sith millennia ago. Our ancestors, a crimson race of conquerors, raised the statues around us. Over the eons, however, our people mingled with slaves. Now the red markings of true Sith are rare, and the purity of this planet is in question.
Only if you believe red skin makes you pure.
Red skin is only a mark. It is the strongest indicator of a mighty heritage, but not the only one. True purity and strength are carried in the blood. I worry that our blood is being diluted over generations. In the Emperor's name, I have come to learn whether the Academy's overseers are Sith or not. You will be my instrument.
Who are you to judge whether Sith are pure or inferior?
As an agent of the Emperor and the Dark Council, I will report to them, and if necessary, seek ways to restore hereditary supremacy. I possess an ancient device, a holocron, that can read and record bloodlines. It will pulse with life near the overseers. Allow the holocron to fulfill its purpose. Stand near the overseers as it attunes to their blood purity. Then return here, and I will learn the truth.
Alright, so, yeah, Purity is an interesting quest. It gives a little insight into kind of where the Sith Empire's head is at right now. And that, well, and more specifically, I guess, the Dark Council. Right, because they're looking at like, oh, we need to like do this whole purity thing, and you know, you get a little lore about how the Empire started too, which is also nice. But I feel like you can kind of tell that that's sort of a decadent thing to do, like the thing a failing empire would do, right? Is start pointing fingers at, oh, it's this, it's that, it's the other, instead of realizing, well, maybe we're just grasping at straws here. And it kind of begins to bring out a little bit of this look that there are definitely forces within the Empire that they're more focused on their own agendas and ideologies than they are on doing what they need to do. I'm going to take an opportunity to do a couple of things while we're running this mission.
The Force is a weapon. I will show you how to wield it. Show no mercy.
And then we're going to pop up here, and I'm going to show this off, because this is one of the holocron locations. Maybe a datacron. Yeah, this is a datacron. So this is a lore object, not a holocron. Lore objects give you little bits of lore, and you get, I think, a little bit of XP from clicking on them. Just come up here, you right click on it. You'll have seen a few by now if you've been paying attention. But it's always good to get that. Get your codex a little bit more complete. We're gonna head back downstairs. We're gonna go click on Overseer Raggett. And there's the button. Now, I have a couple of ways I like to do this. You know, one way you can do it is you just run through and do all of it in one go. Or, and this is kind of the alternative, is you can do them as you leave. So you go through, you check on all the overseers, you do this, that, and the other.
This academy is pointless.
Jesus.
Fall before our might. We need no masters.
But of course we got another event to deal with in the middle of all this.
You will regret this.
Alrighty, so that's a whole other thing. You got the slow, insidious killer, which
A word of advice: don't enter the
Don't mess
tombs
with.
alone. travel in numbers.
My father will hear of
We
this!
were told to complete the trials alone. You survived them. They can't be that bad.
You haven't been inside. The things in these tombs. Darkness, beasts, abominations.
Some say the madman in the tomb of Agenta Paul will kill you before the rest does.
Don't listen to this coward. We're here to prove ourselves, aren't
All right, now we got to heal up.
Ignore me. There'll be more to take your place.
So this is new. That is not from the original release, but I'm glad to see it and hear it. Okay, so next we go over to Inquisitor Arzenon. Y'all would know him from the quest we did earlier on my first stream with this player, or this character. You go and you do him, and then there's one more way down here on the end. So we're going to zoom on over, and we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. That being said, I do have a speeder, so I could take a speeder and fly over there. Oh no, that just means I'm gonna get to hear it real loud. Like, now, this right here is part of the reason I like to do this, sort of as part of the general, just something I get to as I go, and that's how I recommend. Because right now I've gone to, I think, 2 people in here, 1 person out here, and now I'm going all the way down here, and I'm gonna have to go all the way back to pick up another quest and to drop this quest off. Not to mention going into, again, Tulak Horde's tomb. So don't do as I do, do as I say on this one. Just pick it up, do it as you go along. You don't need to do all of this at once. What you do need to do, however, though, is slip over here to this holocron. This another was a datacron, and you get a data crystal out of it. I don't get that though. It's a green data crystal, I think. And that's something that can be used later, which is really, you get some cool bonus stuff out of, but we're not going to get super into it. You can also pick up heroics over here down at the shuttle, but you can just do those as you go as well. But here is the last one, Lord Solence. He doesn't do anything about anybody. He's just there. They just decided to put one objective to this thing all the way at the other end of the map, because it's Korriban, and Korriban requires that you suffer. And we love it, because Korriban is the perfect planet. Alright, so, anyhow, but that is the doing part of Purity. We'll get back to the Academy shortly enough. We'll also get one of my favorite heroic quests in here, doing the Secret of Tulak Horde. It's called, I believe it's called the Hate Machine, or the Red Engine.
This academy is pointless. Fall before our might. We need no masters.
Okay, but there's the pompous acolyte.
Tremble like the vermin you are.
And he is done. Oh, hey, and here we got Ithorian Nihilite Kit. That's fun. Believe... Okay, we get more power and critical rating, but I'm good with what we got out of that. We also need to find the Overconfident Acolyte. No idea where she is, or he, could be. Probably not here. So, Assistant Overseer Markin, that's a...
You must be one of the slave acolytes. Pretty easy to see why Overseer Harkin was horrified. Regardless, Lord Zash has made it clear that all new acolytes must learn martial skills as well as face their trials. Though why anyone thinks you can be taught is beyond me.
Watch yourself. I don't respond well to idiots with big egos.
I like that.
Fluttering with fear. Fluttering. You will find the instructors in the Academy's archive. Hurry, and try not to embarrass your betters.
Alright, and we also got some from Slow Insidious Killer. Excellent. So, now that we've done all of that, we can go in here and talk to Lord Aberon.
Step forward.
Turn in
I
beard.
assume you've completed my task. I will take the holocron now. It is time we judge the purity of your overseer's blood. Time we know how much of the ancients survive in their veins.
Whatever you say.
You make a mockery of the source of your own power. Pathetic. The holocron, it glows white. So little Sith blood in all of the Academy. And only one of the Overseers wears the red marks. This is shameful. I will bring this to the attention of the Dark Council. Measures must be taken if the true Sith are to survive.
You must be terrified that the true Sith might become extinct.
I fear for the Sith as a whole, and I would honor the ancestors who gave me strength. You have served well. It is too late for me to alter your training, but in the future, perhaps acolytes will kneel at the feet of the pure-blooded.
Yeah, and again, this is kind of what I'm getting into with this, is you see an obsession with the ideas of Sith purity and like Sithiness, and not with actual power, like not with what actually brings strength. And so because they're so ideologically motivated, they kind of screw themselves, and you're going to see a lot more of that, a lot more infighting. Honestly, of the Force using class stories, this is 100% the best story to see infighting, like genuinely irresponsible infighting, though you see it in a warrior story too.
At last, a worthy disciple.
Eat any of this, because I can get electrocuted, but
be gone.
Not a what of the okay. Yeah, because that's kind of a big issue with the Sith, is they've gotten so decadent and so infighty. There's another lore object here that they spend almost as much time fighting one another and trying to hurt one another as they do the Republic, and in some cases they seem to spend more time fighting one another, which is just ridiculous. Right, we've got one more quest here that we can pick up before we
I have need of you, young one. Whatever errand your master sent you on can wait until we are through.
Alrighty.
As you say.
I am Inquisitor Urinth, and I represent the intelligence operations of the Sith. We are currently holding an important Jedi prisoner, a spy who attempted to reach this academy. We have plans for him. Upon capture, we found the Jedi's mind simple to manipulate. We fed him false memories through a combination of drugs and sorcery. Soon he will return to his Jedi commanders and report the lies we fed him. He will know nothing of what we've done. All that remains is to stage his escape.
How do you propose to do that?
So
you are young enough, new enough, to be a plausible traitor. You will go to the Jedi, talk to him, do as he asks, earn his trust. When that is done, set him free. Do whatever is necessary to get him out of prison. We will ensure that he reaches his ship and returns safely to his Jedi friends.
Consider it done.
You will find the Jedi Quarian Dorgis in the jail cells. He is still confused and should not be overly difficult to convince.
Okay. So Quarian Dorgis is an interesting little plot. We're gonna talk a little bit about how it's done as we go along, but it's simple.
There's no emotion. There's peace. There's no ignorance. There is knowledge. The Jedi Code will guide me.
I take it you're the Jedi who was captured?
I'm Quarian Dorgis. I'm a Jedi. Even here. Even on Korriban. Why do you care? Why are you here?
No one should have to suffer like that.
You mean that? A Sith with a conscience. You're here to help me. Why am I talking in circles? What's wrong with me?
All right.
Am I supposed to care?
You're right. I apologize.
I like how he just goes
There's
along
no passion.
with whatever he
There's
says.
serenity. There's no chaos. There's harmony. The Jedi Code will guide me. I can focus. If you want to help me escape, I'll need my belongings, my lightsaber, my comlink. Before I was captured, if the Sith chased me into the tomb of Tulak Horde, I hid my belongings inside an urn to lighten my load. That is where you'll need to go.
Alrighty. So, with him, you gotta find his stuff, and that is gonna be down in Tulak Horde's thing. This is another one of those times where what you want to do is rock through all of your quests kind of in batches and try and sort of, you know...
This academy is pointless.
Oh, no.
Fall before our might.
That's gotta
We
be
need no masters.
Because the event is done. It's been passed. Everybody's dead. They need to work on that. It's a cool idea. I like the dynamic events. I think they're pretty fun so far. I've only really done the ones on Korriban, but it's nice to have more content to do in a game that I've been playing for nearly half of my life. So, yeah.
Blasted slugs!
No
They're
good.
swarming again! Get them under control!
Okay,
Come
that's a whole
closer,
other thing.
Acolyte.